So much time with my family. Must be nice. How's it feel to be a girl?
The biggest problem that I found with the grind set mentality is not only that it forces you to rely on a smaller but it...
Do y'all love doing nothing? Yeah.
You should be one of the first people in the office and one of the last to leave.
Quit the 9 to 5. Start the business. Build the website. Be wealthy yesterday. Make sure your partner is happy. Read 20 books a week. Sell an ebook about selling ebooks so that people can buy the ebook and so they can get an ebook.
It's obsessed with grind culture. I mean, all over social, it's just realtors looking at their phone. Hashtag rise and grind.
The internet and social media has allowed tons of people to turn their creative hobbies into careers. And this is a great thing. But lately, I've been feeling more and more pressure to monetize a lot of my creative hobbies. And I know I'm not the only one that feels this way. I've been writing since I was about 14 years old. At the time of recording this video, I'm now 24. For the past 10 years, I've been mostly writing just for fun and personal enjoyment. I've never really tried to get published or secure a literary agent. I mean, I've written and sent out a couple of query letters to some agents in the past, but I wasn't really trying to get published, if you understand what I'm saying. And that's probably why they never went anywhere in the first place. And honestly, I'm kind of glad that they didn't. Now, what I'm saying might sound a little crazy considering the rampant grind culture that's prevalent in our society and how everyone seems to be making money off of their creative hobbies, but I'm here to tell you that it's okay to make your art, whatever it is, purely for fun and enjoyment. In fact, I think it might even be better that way. Look, I won't take too much time talking about my background and my journey as an aspiring author. Chances are, if you click this video, you have no idea who I am. And that's perfectly fine. This video is not really about me. I mean, it is, but it isn't. But if you do care to learn a little bit more about my story, you can check out this video up here. So, like I mentioned before, I've been writing for about 10 years. And when I first started writing, getting traditionally published seemed impossible to me. So, I never really actively pursued it. I wrote my books purely for fun. And the more writers that I meet online and through YouTube and through various spaces, the more I realize that my goal is a lot different from the writers that I meet. Most writers that I know write their books, edit them tirelessly, and subject themselves to the tortures of the querying process. It's either that or they jump straight into the weeds of self-publishing. But me, I haven't tried to do any of those things. Now, you might be asking me, why do you write then? And that would be a good question. And the answer, it's a simple one. I write because I like to. I write because I have to. If I don't get these stories out, I literally think I might go insane. Every book that I've written so far takes place in a single universe that I call the Eternal Keyverse. And my big plan is to have all of my major series converge into one mega series that I call the Convergence War. That's my big goal. I can't achieve this feat if I don't write. And I definitely wouldn't be able to achieve it if I tried to get every single book that I finish published. Now, it takes me about 3 to 5 months on average to finish one manuscript. And I generally don't revise them after I'm finished. Some of my books have multiple drafts, but I've never really jumped into a manuscript with the sole intention of revising it. I take short breaks in between writing manuscripts before diving into the next one. That's my process. I'm building a world here, a universe even. If I was totally focused on making this a career or becoming a famous author, I don't think I would have made nearly as much progress as I have today. At the end of the day, my books are real, whether they're published or not. They've been on Wattpad, my own personal websites, Discord servers, and even my now defunct Patreon, which will be coming soon. Stay tuned for that. But my books, they're very much real. And they're also an extension of myself that I like sharing with others. Sure, making money off my books would be amazing, and becoming a full-time author would definitely be the dream. But not because of the money and fame, even though that would be cool too. My goal is to keep building my universe and take it as far as I possibly can. Now, if you're a writer or any other type of creative, you've probably gotten some variation of the following questions. How are you going to make money off that? Or, you should spend your time doing a hobby that'll actually get you somewhere. Now look, I'm an English literature major. I get both of these questions quite a lot. It's either people asking me, am I going to become a teacher after I graduate, or what I possibly plan on doing with an English literature degree. And as a writer who writes for fun, I get these questions way more than I probably should. And granted, I get it. The economy sucks. Being an adult with no money is not fun. Pouring hours and hours into making art when you could be trading crypto or stocks or doing some more lucrative hobby could seem futile to some, but not for me. Recently, I felt the pressure to monetize a lot of my creative hobbies. I'm talking writing, YouTube, and gaming. This channel was just meant to be another platform for me to express myself and share my journey as a writer to other people on the internet. But nowadays, I find myself obsessing over analytics and trying my hardest to get this channel monetized. Speaking of getting this channel monetized, don't forget to like this video if you guys are enjoying, and subscribe for more content like this. Now, back to the video. The more time I spend obsessing over analytics, the more depressed I get. I'm more so obsessed with creating a viral video than creating a video that I actually enjoy making. And that wasn't my goal when I first created this channel. And it definitely shouldn't be your goal if you are also involved in any type of creative hobby. It doesn't have to be YouTube or writing or anything like that. Now, I'm afraid that this pressure to monetize my YouTube channel will bleed into my writing. I'm afraid of writing something that I don't even enjoy just to get published or become famous. I'm afraid of losing my integrity, and most of all, I'm afraid of losing my joy for writing. Now, I want to talk about the dangers of monetization for a second. If you can make money off your hobby and that aligns with you as a person, definitely go for it. I'm not even necessarily saying that I'm not going to try and get my YouTube channel and my writing monetized in the future. But for right now, I'm more than happy writing for fun, writing for me, and writing for anyone who is willing to read. Now, let's talk about burnout. If you're creative, you already know what this means. In my experience, and observing the experiences of others, burnout seems to occur way more often when hobbies are turned into careers or jobs. Now, don't get me wrong, being able to write or become a YouTuber for a living would definitely be the dream, but I'm not quite there at the moment, and I also don't want to force it. When I feel like I'm ready to commit to the querying process with a story that I truly believe in, I'm gonna go all in, 100%. But for now, I want to hold on to my passion, and I want to make sure that I'm having fun writing. I never want to feel like I'm just pumping out a book or even a video just for a check. When I was still in the Wattpad creators program, I used to feel this pressure a lot. And I wasn't even one of their marquee writers. I only have 2,000 followers on there. There are writers on Wattpad who have millions of followers who have to write and update their stories every week. I can only imagine how those authors with millions of fans and all of that pressure must feel to write their books. But still, even with my small following, I still felt the pressure to update my chapters every week. If I didn't update my book at least once a week, I was at risk of losing my contract with Wattpad. That meant that I wouldn't get paid anymore. If I didn't publish at least 1.6 thousand words a week, I would get a strike. And just like baseball, 3 strikes and you're out. Well, I've never been any good at baseball or deadlines. Eventually, I burned out, and not just for a week, not just for a month, but for multiple months. How I wasn't kicked out of the program back then, I'll never know. But I did learn a lot from that experience and from being involved in that program. And I vow to never let that kind of burnout happen again if I can help it. Like I said before, I'm 24 years old. I've got the rest of my life to try and become a published author. Besides, not being famous has its benefits. For example, my YouTube channel has a little over 1,000 subscribers. That's a good number, definitely, and I'm super proud of where I've been able to take this YouTube channel in such a short amount of time, but I'm still technically a nobody in terms of the larger scale of the internet. But what that means is I still have creative freedom to do virtually whatever I want. I don't have publishers or a million viewers breathing down my neck, forcing me to make 100 writing vlogs or force a romantic subplot into my fantasy book. Right now, I can do whatever I want with my books and my videos. And that's the beauty of being a nobody. Writing for fun is also a lot better for my personal mental health. Instead of stressing about finishing chapters or entire books so that I can meet a deadline, I can actually take time to get to know my story and grow my skills on my own time. I feel like I've grown more as an author in the last year than all my years of writing combined. Okay, that's a little hyperbolic, but hopefully you guys get what I'm saying. And lastly, writing for fun means that I'm writing for myself. Right now, no one else really matters. It's just me and the words on the page. I was 8 years old when I wrote my first story. I was 14 when I started my first full-length book. I'm doing all of this to make those 2 kids proud, not any of you. But hey, if you guys like me too, well, that's just an added bonus, and I appreciate you for it. Now, I know that I've talked about the dangers of monetizing your hobby and why it's important to create the things that you want to make solely for you and not anyone else, but I do want to end this video off with saying that monetizing your hobbies is okay. Keeping your hobbies as something you do for fun should probably be your main priority, but if you can make money off of your hobbies, I say do it. I mean, what do I know? I'm just a random guy on the internet. At some point, I'm gonna have to start trying to make money as well. But when that time comes, I just want to make sure that it makes sense when I do. And hopefully, all of you will try to do the same when it's your time as well. Whether you write, make YouTube videos, or make any kind of art, remember this one thing: have fun and take it easy. You'll thank yourself for it in the long run. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and that you were able to take something away from it. Comment down below if you've ever experienced any type of creative burnout, or if you're also experiencing pressure to monetize your creative hobbies. I know that I'm not the only one out there that feels like this. I've been LDJ Writes, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.